G'day everyone. Good morning here from the UK. It is 4:09. It is dark. It is dark. I guess the sun's coming up slightly later here in the UK, but hence why the lighting's a little different. I am very tired. Very tired. Every Eagles away game starts at about this time for me, but I'm keen. I'm keen. How's everyone? We got Adam Hasty. We got Show Me the Monkey asking if we're in the Indigenous Guernsey. No, sorry for the red herring there. I actually thought we might be, so I used that graphic, which I kind of regret because it's not the right jumper. We're in the royal blue, which you may know by now if you're watching the game. We got Dylan, welcome mates. He, Darthy, Elijah, come on the Eagles. He throwing some support around the Eagles. Good man. Congrats on the win. By the way, got my tip right, which is good. Oh, I'm so excited for this little baby couple. So I didn't do anything last night, despite the Euros being on in England playing. But I went out the night before, so I've got a bit of a crude tiredness. But we good. We good. Ball's about to bounce pretty shortly. Oh, baby. Always going to win today, says Dylan. I hope so. I wish I shared your optimism. Ball is bounced. Bailey versus Gorn. Gorn wins. I'm shocked. Off taken 360. Can you chip us all the time? It's probably a kiss of death for me, to be honest. You don't want me tipping you. Yeah. I'm glad I got the tip right. McKercher, eh? How good. I do love McKercher. G'day, Brandon. What's everyone's tips? I think I tipped the Demons by anywhere between 6 and 12 goals. If I had to narrow that, probably say like 60. Yeah, Melbourne going inside 50 here. Harley with a couple of early touches. Well done. Did well. Other man of the full. Do you think North can knock off Sydney? Is that next week? That's funny, RN. Yeah, I'm at the 19-12 mark. You're also, dealing with 2 delays because of this stream as well, let alone yeah. He reckons West Coast gonna win. I love your optimism, mate. I'd be stunned. It is possible, but either way, I still think it's more likely we lose heavily. I do expect us to play better than last week, though. G'day, Wooden Spoon. No, not lately. I'm Mr. Brightside. G'day, Jai Tanner. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, the effort level is the absolute bare minimum. Got my snack and chicken, which has become a 4 a.m. streaming tradition. It's hard to open, forgive me. Fleur the Creator says, do you like Draper or O'Sullivan more? From what I can tell, O'Sullivan. But I think Draper, I don't know if he's playing underdone. I've just read some reports he's not having a massive impact, but I do like him generally. But for pick 3 or 2, whatever, or even pick 1, whatever it's going to be, Finn O'Sullivan is. Oh, Lever keeps that in. Melbourne rebound. Is Flag Mantle on? I don't think Flag Mantle is on. Depends what you mean by that. If you literally mean are they going to win the flag, I don't think so. But they're third at the moment and deserve to be there. Waterman. All right, so the Eagles get the first shot on goal probably through Jake Waterman marking in the pocket. I think a plug and Waterman match is going to happen. Oh, I actually, I think you wrote that before that happened. Maybe, at least for me. Sullivan trained with North for the last 2 years. That would suck. North really need no Sullivan. You reckon Sullivan goes top 2? I think so. But a lot can happen. It's pretty even. But I think he should. Ooh. Kind of bellied that out in the full, Waterman. Yeah, I did see Powell's barrel. Yeah, it was crazy. Who is the sub? I presume it's Jack Hutchinson. I never really because I wake up for these games at an ungodly hour. I don't get time to look at Instagram, which is usually where I find out who the sub is. I should probably be 50 against McGovern. Definitely should have been, possibly on 2 counts. Tholstrup takes a mark. Waterman went for a check side and he bellied it and hit the behind post. No score. So 16:54 remaining in the quarter for those thinking about the time. And Tholstrup is lining up. Can't see who the sub is. Gav's going to have a big game. I hope so. He has a big game most weeks, to be fair, for us. Tholstrup kicks a goal. It's good for my fantasy score. I got him in there. So D's on the board. I will update the score. I was just trying to find out who was the sub. Surely it's Hutchinson. I'm not watching ahead of you. A complicated array of levers and pulleys. Yeah, the part of that wouldn't have been a massive shot. G'day, Mitchell Dawson. Tell me, is Jack Williams really the sub? Is he actually? Yeah, Jai, that's sick, mate. I haven't spotted that. Do I have you on Instagram? Look, I think I do, but now I think about it, I haven't seen your Instagram pop up for a while. Yeah, mate, that's fine. And don't worry about money, it's fine. Um, I get in contact with you. That's cool that you're doing that. Ooh, Tholstrup. Could he go for 2? Oh, 2 Tholstrup goals. Hang on, I just got to update the score for you here. Jeez, hold on. Colton Tholstrup, the young boy from Esperance, I think. It's not a crash hot start for us, but we do start poorly. And the middle's usually poor, and so is the end too. But no, the start's usually quite bad. Just updating the score here. I just found your Insta, Jai. For some reason, I thought we were already. Maybe not. Sorry. Not a good start, as Dylan says. Yeah, I'm still a little curious about picking a key forward as the sub. Like, come on. Man. On the plus side, Hutchinson gets a full game, or at least starts. But I'm skeptical. Does Melbourne line up for another shot? Darky, he is primarily a forward, and I think that's where he's going to start for us. But I think, yeah, he's been highlighted as someone who can play forward mid. In Ask Simo, whatever it's called now, I think it's still called Ask Simo. Simo was talking up his running capacity and comparing him to JB Cripps, implying maybe defensive forward. Not defensive forward as such, but a highly accountable forward. Obviously, he's got some weapons the other way too. But yeah, wing and halfback are also possibilities. It sounds like Marek did pretty well on the wing and down back in the waffle. So that'd be good. Hopefully, we can play him on the wing a little bit. But wingman, well, the wing is where like players go to die in this Eagles team. You're just consigned to getting 5 to 10 touches a game. We're lucky we played the D's when we did. Yeah, I think that's probably true, to be honest. Not to take away from North, but I felt like this Melbourne team was really good last week in particular. They might just have gotten out of their poor form. Cole as a pressure forward would be interesting. Yeah. Oh, I have no idea how he is around goal. He doesn't keep many goals, but hasn't had that many opportunities, to be fair. Yeah, I see the benefit in that. Well done, McGovern. All right, we start the switch. Junby gets his first touch. Over to Cripps. This isn't bad. Hoff, that's about as high up the ground as I've seen Hoff in a long time. Max Gorn intercepts. Nice one. Enjoy wooden spoon data. That's a long bunny trip. Thoughts on Brockman? He definitely had a pretty bad start to his Eagles career, but from what I've seen, a little bit in the waffle and against Essendon, I was happy with what he did against Essendon, and then we've had the Hawthorn game since where nobody played well. So I'm optimistic about Brockman. I think I see what it will look like when he's up and running in this team. He doesn't kick a goal. Neither is Hop, as Jarthy just points out. Rough. Yeah, Covey's in career best form. Just about, honestly. I think Champion Data had them in their All-Australian team. Oh. Oh, my God. Is that a mark? No? Was that a mark? He got high, and that is a mark. That is 100% a mark. It looked like a mark to me. Speaking of Brockman comes up. Take a mark, someone. Nice. Probably the hardest position in the AFL for a struggling club. That's a good point. Yeah, some of these players in this team are playing in roles that are just not getting anywhere near the footy. Yeah, that's not a lot of goals, is it, Darthy? I mean, he has been a defender, but yeah. I feel like I've seen him kick more than 14 goals, but obviously not. Number 15 is not today, or at least not now. Thanks for being here in the stream, guys. Chuck a like if you don't mind. Just helps me with the algorithm. Appreciate you. Where's Waterman? He's out there. Yeah. So half a quarter nearly. Still haven't scored a goal. That's all right. That's fine. We'll come back. Now, just obviously going long periods without scoring is a real issue for us. I don't know what it was last week. Was it like one goal across 2 quarters? We've had multiple games like that this year. 2 in a row in rounds 3 and 4. There you go. There's the loosh. Williams is sub. We're playing Darling as rough. Curious. Yeah, that's questionable, I reckon. Mind you, I was thinking like the sub rule is almost so pointless. No, not pointless, but like rule subs, they don't really make a huge amount of difference. I'd love to do a video on the most impactful Stubbs, Waterman, great goal. Most impactful sub performances, I reckon you'll find that like most subs just come on and get a few touches and don't actually have a big impact. But still, the problem is that if we get an injury to a midfielder, we then replace them with a key forward. Like for team balance, I don't really like that. Reed's playing as a forward for now, so still nice. I hadn't noticed that, but hopefully he has an impact. 14 games. Wow. That's Jamie Vardy like. He is a gun. Up the Eagles. So they've responded pretty quickly after I said we needed a goal, or I talked about streaks without scoring. Oh, Darling, right, is in the centre bounces. I don't remember seeing that for a long time. Oh, a bit lucky there. Lever called the play on. And we get a tackle inside 50 through Hutchinson. Thanks, Riders. I hope you're right, mate. Yeah, Reed has the one-on-one strength to genuinely play key forward. At least for patches. He gives up a little bit of height, which does probably hold him back in a situation where he's playing on a really tall defender. But when he's in a wrestle, well done, Jones. Speaking of Harley looks a little slow at the moment. That took him a long time to get down to ground. I don't know if that was his brain then or if his body, but I thought the same thing against Hawthorn. I just expected him to sort of pick up a ball really easily, and he wasn't really anywhere near that. As Melksham lines up. Okay, let me know if anyone else saw that with Harley. He just looks like stiff as a board. Hooks it to the left. He also just missed the month of footy. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense really, but I suppose you could pick up these things through training. Who knows? I don't know. Just something. I don't know if he's injured as such. It just looks cumbersome a little. Oh, that was a nothing kick. Demons load up for the switch. That was a shocking kick from Tim Kelly. Oh, Rich, don't kick it. I said don't kick it, you dick. He's such a jet. I actually like Fritsch. It's just annoying. Great goal. 20+7. Yeah, that kick from Kelly was shocking. I need to go back to see if there were any options, but it was still a bad kick. Got to remember he's 19, his body's still adjusting. For sure. I'm more just curious what is the case, because I'm not sure if I'm imagining it, but he looks cumbersome, so I'm trying to work out if other people have seen it for a start. I think Kelly should have a waffle game to earn a game like the kids do. Trying to think. He had a month off and then he played against Hawthorn. I know that he didn't play well. I can't remember exactly how badly he played. Yo with the clearance. Yeah, we'll see. Potentially. Kelly and Duggan, yeah. Both of those players can be off with their radar for sure. He is a difficult matchup, Rich. A little bit like Lacroix in that sense. like a undersized marking key forward, like an old school full forward. Um, yeah, very slick, very dangerous. He does give away a lot of height. You're right, Darcy. Like I would have thought Darling would be suited to forward 50, ball ups when you're wrestling the opponent. But when you got to run and jump against Max Gorn, who's one of the tallest rucks in the league as well, unless they're making sure he doesn't ruck against Gorn, still seems fraught with risk. Melbourne too good. Van Rooyen. So a couple of the young WA boys getting on the scoreboard. Any other big footy users in the chat? Yeah, let us know. What do you think it shows to the young guys? Yeah, you make a fair point there. Over times, at times over the last 2 years, we just needed them to come back straight away because the team has been so diabolical and like the players we had in weren't ready. But now we don't have that issue. Yeah, Oscar probably should have gone back through the waffle. Kelly, I'm not sure about, but he obviously didn't play well, right? Yeah, we're a bit Yo reliant for sure. I hate that I want us to play horribly this week. No, I never want that to happen. Barnett's been pretty disappointing in the waffle by the sounds of it, unfortunately. I'm reading what other people say though. Need to play True, Bergill, Hall, and Cully. The problem with that, I reckon there's a chance that only Hall is on the list next year. I get the feeling they don't rate True and Bergill. And to be fair, Bergill has not really earned it. Hey, finally a mark. McGovern, about 30 out from our own goal. Bergill hasn't earned it. Cully is borderline, but I could see him not getting a contract, to be honest. Oh, Ryan, too slow. G'day, Dean. Says wasn't in ruck, number one ruck. That's true, yeah. It was Livingston, wasn't it? Where's Hall? It sounds like Hall's doing okay in the waffle without really being outstanding. Windsor, it's all the young guys. Jeez, Demons fans will be happy with who's kicking their goals. Other than Fritch, it's all been Tholstrup, Van Rooyen, and now Windsor. This is getting ugly. Very one-sided affair. And I'm shocked. Our players are not developing the waffle. Yeah, I think there's something to that. They need to relax the waffle rules a little bit on who West Coast can have in their team. Darcy wants to see Jim be on ball. Yeah, he's spending about 45% of time at centre bounces. So I guess they're just trying to balance that. So Duggan in the centre. Five minutes to go in the first term. They're playing all over us. They are. Yeah, this is not great. Oh, Kelly up and under. Turnover. Blue wants Bevo at West Coast. Big call. Why is JJ in this side? That's a fairly decent question. Holding the ball, harsh, but not necessarily wrong, which is harsh. Skills are poor. The skills have been horrendous. I haven't actually focused enough on that. The skills have been poor. Do you think a different coach is going to play that much better? Well, I think it's okay to mark harshly on how we are as a team, considering the team is now mature. So I think it's entirely possible that they would be playing better. Um, but I think where it gets dangerous is if players, and hypothetically, I'm not saying it's definitely the case, but if players lose faith and are unhappy, um, and then his own confidence dips and it causes disharmony in the club, those are reasons to find a fresh coach. But I wouldn't be doing it necessarily like this week. I'd be reassessing at the end of the season, unless things go really, really bad. Is there a reason Kelly chose West Coast over Frio? Yeah, there would be, but I'm not. There's been a few rumors about that. There's a rumor that his manager just didn't rate Fremantle. I think it probably comes down to support. West Coast really have that like appeal. Like with the same thing with Brockman, really. Um, fuck, another goal and another youngster. This is gross. Um, the other thing I would say about just Kelly quickly is that West Coast had a mature list with a lot of other dads on it. Fremantle had a lot of 22-year-olds and still do, to be honest. Hard to assess Matty Knight specifically. Is he the midfield coach? I actually don't think he is anymore. I've forgotten. I think they just shuffled, didn't they? I think he was at one point the midfield coach for Schofield. Now Schofield looks after the midfield. Shui stoppages. His Knight's a full-time coach or something. He's forward, the 16. You got Obama says 100 plus point belting, possibly. It is looking like that. It is looking like that. Right on Reed wins the clearance. Bailey, horrendous kick. Got the turnover. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. It's our first game against Melbourne in Melbourne for 10 years. How crazy is that? I'll repeat that. First game in Melbourne against Melbourne for a decade. We won that game by 93 points. I feel like they might flip the script this time. Thanks, Galaxy Wolf. Yeah, I have been thinking about getting the redrafts back in. The good thing about redrafts is they're kind of fluid. So whatever I said 6 months ago will be different now, particularly for recent draft. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you like them. I definitely will continue them. Oh, good defending. A couple of people highlighting Oscar Allen going back. I know there's a few more in the stream. Thanks, guys. Chuck a like on the stream if you don't mind. I am vaguely aware that it's probably because the results are getting disgusting that the stream numbers are boosted. Yeah. No. Duggan, yeah. He's normally a good tackler, but how can he get tackled and Clayton Oliver doesn't even bat an eyelid and still gets the handball off? Like, it had no impact on him. Oh, my God. He's so free. He's in the USA. Thanks, He. Appreciate that, mate. It's a lot of space, isn't there? A lot of space for Melbourne players. It's not only the player marking the ball inside 50, it's everything up the ground is also in space. What is happening? Melbourne look like they are playing well, but we're not really putting up any resistance either. Aussie has more room than a bloody mansion. Rooms? No? What the fuck am I watching? Good question. That's a good question. This is Ugh. Nah, not Sydney vibes. I didn't just say that, did I? The Sydney game was like this, like 50 points. Or yeah, conceding 50 points in a quarter, except we did it for all four quarters. Uh, you might be right here. Who knows? But yeah, we usually have responded before. This does not look like a response so far. Oh, Chester's copped a whack. A comeback is on. Monto Dacos. I'm going to say Bond narrowly at the moment. We got a shot on goal through Cripps. Yeah, I think I was just thinking like of players in the AFL. There's like this how do you explain it? There's this feeling where you get the ball when they're playing against you. And I think that's almost like this unspoken like threshold of how good a player is. Of like when they're truly superstars, when they get the ball, you go, oh no. Bont and Dacos both tick that box. Hopefully Harley becomes that. I don't know if he's that yet, but he will be that. Cheezel to some extent. Toby Green, Jeremy Cameron. You just they get the ball and you're just like, oh, this will be good. Chester's got a head knock there. Oh, good thing we have a 200 centimeter ruck to replace him. Hopefully he's all right. Arguably our best player. I literally have no idea who he's talking about. He's talking about McGovern, Yo. I presume he's talking about Harley Reid. But actually, to be honest, the real answer is probably Waterman. Yeah, why is Jack Williams the sub, man? Seriously. That is quarter time. 45-8. Great progress. I think Hutchinson, I presume that's who you're referring to, or Marek. Marek would still be a better sub. Hutchinson would be a better sub. 200 centimeter fresh legs. Maybe go back to sleep. He's 5 footy. Give us that burst of speed. This is the game of all time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, real thriller at the G. As I'm eating my snack and chicken. Yeah, the selection was light. The changes were light this week. One forced change and one unforced change. And Ryan Marek comes out. Yeah, I was critical of that. So Marek needs to come back into this team for a start. We'll see what happens with Chester, actually. Fingers crossed he's all right. They did say he went down to the rooms with a head knock. I saw it happen. I don't know how bad it was. So maybe Marek for Chester. Marek playing down wing. Hey, Jamie. At the moment, what we're seeing is one-way traffic. It is very much one-way traffic at the moment. Pretty big gulf in quality in these two teams, and I don't think that our effort level has been good. Absolutely no doubt about that. I get some stats up here. Ooh, Oscar Allen is statless. Wow. Only statless player on the field other than the subs, obviously. All right. This is good. Who's got the most touches for us? McGovern, Duggan, Yo. Yikes. I see some team stats here. So only 19 less disposals. Feels like more than that. 16 inside 59. Again, feels like more than that. 11 clearances to 7. Feels like more than that. -9 in contested ball. That's about right. That's still a belting. See why Nick chose to be paid out. Thoughts on Dimmer's press conference? Um, yeah, I don't think you necessarily need coaches to be that emotional about it. I know the fans will appreciate it, like Gold Coast fans, to see coaches express some emotion, but probably didn't need to drop the F bomb. He gets a little bit excited, Damien Harvey. I think, no disrespect, I definitely think he loves this sound of his own voice. Definitely. This is a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. Should be our midfield the most touches. Yeah, it's constantly the defenders. Constantly. McGovern probably has one of the highest disposal count averages for us this year. And Duggan, if I had to guess, I'd say Duggan was number one without knowing for sure. We're training basics. It's a great question. Oh, it could be the end of the Simpson era. It's been a decade. It does feel similar to the end of the Woosha era. 2013 was a bizarre year. Pretty sure we were premiership favourites at one point in 2013, like pre-season. I'll disagree with you on the Sheasel Hewitt Jinby deal, because the reason we didn't take Sheasel is because he didn't want to leave Victoria, and that is the same reason GWS didn't pick him either. They picked Cadman. So, like West Coast, apparently, when you take out Wardlaw and Sheasel, who both said they weren't leaving Victoria, they said the Eagles were considering between Cadman, Jinby, Jai Clark, and Cam McKenzie. That was it. That was the only players that didn't want to. Only players that weren't going to play the home seat cut. So I think we did very well considering. Like, I'd rather have Jinby and Hewitt than say Cadman for where we're at. Yeah. Harley didn't want to leave Victoria. Well, I don't know. That might be the case. And it's okay to not want to leave Victoria, but I think, like, I don't blame the kid for not wanting to leave their home state, but um, it's another thing to indicate that you really don't. Like, there's a difference. Like, Baden Smith did this, Chad Wingard did this, Sheasel Wardlaw. I think Ben Hobbs as well. They just heavily imply that they're going to be homesick. Whereas I don't think Harley did that to the same extent. Sheasel's character probably would have stayed. Maybe. I think he's pretty like community and family focused, so we never know. Yeah, I think you're right. Satirios, if I'm saying that right. It's been pretty poor, hasn't it? More of the same shit. Arguably worse, actually. He's Melbourne showing some pace. Viney. Neil Bullen pushed out of bounds. Spot on. I didn't see what happened to McVie there. I agree, RN, about the tampering. I don't know if they found a loophole of expressing it. Oh, no. He can't get work. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, 6 weeks ago we didn't look too bad. I wouldn't be too concerned about Harley specifically, but we can't let this rot continue for much longer. For sure. McVie is a gun, yeah. Oscar playing ruck instead of Jack. I think he would do it better. I think we're concerned about that's got to be ball. I think we're concerned about banging up Oscar's body. He did a lot of form as a youngster. I think they're worried about his long-term career. I think his shoulders have been troublesome in the past. But on Harley. So Chess is on the field, which is a good result. What did Witherden do there? I saw him fly. Did he give away free? Yeah, a little bit unlucky. But I probably wouldn't be picking Witherden anyway. Won't leave the first 3 years at least. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he would. Thankfully, he's missed. Is that one Ryan? I didn't actually look. Judd McVie. What happened there? Oh, it's a shoulder. Maybe? I don't know. He did grab the ground there, which makes me think not shoulder. Need elite talent over the next few years. Yeah. I'm kind of in. I don't want to get excited for no reason. I'm kind of looking forward to the trade period and see what we do. Oh, well done. Well done, Ryan. Is that Hutchinson? Allen. First possession, I reckon. Um, it sounds like we're going pretty hard for free agents. Obviously, that's not the same thing as saying we're going to get any free agents, but I think we're looking at that middle-aged part of our bracket. So there's Liam Baker, as you point out here. Problem with him, he's not a free agent. I'm thinking about that one. But if we get Baker and I don't know, it'd be nice to pull off a big surprise like a Isaac Cumming or something like that. It seems like such a long shot. But if we target a couple of those types, keep pick 3. It's a shank from Oscar Allen. I think Baker just. I don't think he's an A grader, but I think he offers something that we lack. Right age bracket, but yeah, I'm iffy about it because of what he'll cost. Kind of nothing. Ollie's probably had as many possessions as anyone else for us, like 6 or 7. Our tackling has looked really poor in this game. Real slack. Simo getting sacked. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's more like trying to guess what West Coast would do. I don't know if we would sack him after his performance. We also don't know how bad this is going to get. If I'd say if it gets like Sydney levels, yeah. And I would be if we lose this game by like 30 goals. I don't think we will because that would be a big call. But if it did trend out like that, like let's say 23 goals we lost, um, then I would say that's second now. Blind kick from Bailey. I don't know what that was, to be honest. I don't know who is available. Surely we'd be get a chance to get in Dean Cox. Surely. I know they're talking about him as a successor for John Longmire, but we said, hey, this is your club that you played for, and your job is right now, not in 2 years, or however long Longmire is going to be around. Surely he's a chance. Um, yeah, if you looked at just West Coast players. Jamie Graham, Ashley Hanson, those are a couple of guys around. But it doesn't necessarily need to be someone with a West Coast connection. I did read a list of candidates who are out there. There's Josh Carr. I don't know how I feel about Josh Carr. Reed has the most touches. There you go. What makes people so confident that Cox is staying at Garth? Because I've heard other people say that. Yeah, that's a point for Blair. Yeah, I'd be interested to see coaches with like multiple. Um, sorry, cousin. This is bad. This is embarrassing. Um, sorry, all the thoughts have gone out of my head. I'm tired. June Syracuse was another one that I read on the list. It's not a bad call. Um, yeah, a coach who's been at like multiple clubs, preferably through successful eras, or at least someone who's been there for a transition from bad side to good side. One force change will fix it. Yeah, probably Marek in for some sort of small. Wasn't Cox an assistant at West Coast? I don't think so, unless it was quite a while ago. He was ruck coach, but I think he was playing ruck coach. I don't know if he just went to ruck coach after that for a bit. Was he playing ruck coach or is that Nick Nat? Nick Nat was definitely playing ruck coach. Yeah, I think Cox did have a role like that. That I think he's been out of the club for a long time now. 15, 16, you reckon? Oh, good day, Matty. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Oscar needed that. He doesn't trust anyone else. 52 in the chat. Thanks, guys. Chuck a like on the stream if you don't mind. Hopefully, start of a comeback. When did he retire? I think Cox retired in 14 and Kerr 13. Is my guess off the top of my head. Come on, Aussie. God, his kicking has been horrible since he's come back. That has gone through for a goal, but he has just looked so unconvincing in front of goal. Comeback is on. Daniel Kerr to coach. Don't know about that one. It was 2014. Yeah, it's a decade now. Yeah, he. I remember we were playing Cox, Nat Nui, and Lyset in the same team. None of them are forwards. That was Simpson's first year. 52 to 15. Kelly, clearance. Oh, another shot on goal. Well done. Thoughts on Lepage? Yeah, it's not a bad shout. He was at Collingwood. Like, he was head coach of the Brisbane Lions, and that flopped, didn't it? That being said, you can reinvent yourself as a coach and come back. So yeah, I don't have strong thoughts on him. I need to look more closely at his resume. He's at Richmond too, wasn't he? So Richmond, Collingwood, and the Brisbane Lions. I think it was a bit of a tough job being coach of the Brisbane Lions at that time, but it might be a tough job being at West Coast as well. Oh, just missed. MIB's Dockers fan praying for the comeback. Thanks, Spades. That pitch for the eel pick. Yeah, I mean, not a bad shot. Oof. Right, Eagles. Tackle inside 50. That's our second one that I remember. Shuey's always expressed interest. I think Shuey, I read Shuey, or heard Shuey in a podcast directly say he would never want to be senior coach, though, and also too inexperienced, like you say. But as a Shuey lover, great man TV. As a Shuey lover, I'd love to see it one day. Yeah, I don't think so. Shinby dances around for not much result. Lever. Dean Kemp. Does Kemp do much coaching? I don't think Kemp's a coach, is he? Forgive my ignorance if he is. I don't think he's in the AFL. He's certainly not in the AFL. Kemp and Park to return and get us out of the shit. Yeah, I mean, I think Park's had a pretty solid start, to be fair. CEO. Noble. Thanks, man. Kelly has improved, as the commentators are saying. Cox would be a good coach, yeah. Yeah, right. I don't remember him coaching anywhere. Scotty Cummings. Yeah, again, I think he's more of a media guy. He needs confidence. Yeah, I think that probably just comes with experience with Jimby. I don't know what else he can do from that point of view. Just sort of letting him cook. Duggan with an intercept. Well done. A couple of repeat entries. Wait, what? Did Noble throw chairs at Horn Francis and make him cry? I don't remember that. I don't know if I've heard that. Well done. Is that with it in? That was actually pretty good. Cute kick out from Duggan. Melbourne players stream out the back of the contest there. Bit of pace. Good tackle from Fritch on Rotherham. It's hard to assess the co-captains thing. One's been injured for the entire season. I don't mind it too much. It's really hard to assess captaincy in the AFL. I would separate it from like team success. But on Cripps keeps it in front of him. Gets boot to ball. Doesn't work out, but did well. Cripps again. Oh, there's no one there. Swans win a flag. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, he gets the immediacy of a pretty well-paid job, I'd imagine, at his former club. I can't see why he would turn down a state as an assistant. Threw some chairs at Fort Francis and lucky. My God. Throw. Is that not a throw by Gordon? Good mark, should be. Waterman pushing back to the back pocket. Well done. Jones. That's a pretty good kick by Jones. Credit where it's due. He's not normally a good kick. It was one of the best kicks by an Eagle I've seen in months. It's a low bar. Glass heavy coach. No, but he was like list manager for a bit. So I think he's probably more backroom kind of guy. And that's not a pun for anyone who's heard the rumors. It is 4 minutes past 5, Richard. Oh, well done, Doug. This is better. I'm playing a little bit better now. All the Melbourne goals have stopped. We're looking a little bit more confident for a start. Hutch. Well done. Hits the target. That's for a bit of a fumble. Darling. Oh, it's out of the pool, surely. Frustrating. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. I slept 3 hours. It's getting tough when you go out, not that night, but I went out the night before. Well done, Hutch. Hey, we're looking better. I kind of wish our shots and marks went like hard up against the boundary. Mo looking grim. Thanks, Hee. I do. I would be up watching it anyway. I don't actually know if I'll be able to stream the Eagles next week. I might have a friend up in Manchester, so we'll see. Oh, naughty! That is naughty. That was a great goal. Get a bit of reward for improvement there. Far too many times we've, this season we'll have an improved patch of not score. So at least we get a goal there. Great goal. Well done, Oscar. Well done, Hutch. Do you really want to stream the Lions pulling up hands down? No, but if I put that in the title, I'll probably get some views, right? Man, dacked by aggressive line. We're so back. Life update. We're so back. 6 minutes to go and a half. 30 points. Take that every day of the week, considering how this first term ended or played out generally. Oh, Ryan, just a little bit reluctant to put in the effort there. It looked bad at first glance. The title on the Eagle channel. I think they were over a few people's heads. Can't win. Can't win. Live streaming is a godsend. Thanks, Fleur. Yeah, I've never really strayed onto AFL Reddit. More of a big footy man. Mine's a little bit more easy to get around. I know where I'm clicking because I'm used to it. Been on there for like 15 years. Williams doing a terrible tagging job on Maxi. Is he actually meant to be tagging? Bailey has been struggling, I reckon. Ben Roy. Could he come back to WA? I have no idea. I mean, technically we don't need a key forward, but yeah, I suppose Waterman and Allen are pretty young. Oh, great, 50. What's the 50 for? Good question. I don't know about the free kick. He did jump unrealistically. I don't know if it was deemed to not impact the contest. I have no idea. I don't know if that would overrule a mark, if that, you know what I mean. Surely everyone saw that. Okay, so Yeah, okay. So the commentators are saying it should have probably been a free kick. For fuck's sake, Witherden. Witherden really pissed me off with that. He knows the fucking rule, bro. Sorry, I'm getting pissed off. That was stupid. Really stupid. Drag him for that. They don't drag players anymore, but back in my day, that was pathetic. I wouldn't bother with it in the team personally. That being said, we don't really have that many good other players to replace him with. I'm trying to think. It's like Bergier was like next in. Not really that similar either. Oh yeah, I love that score. Sorry. Yeah, Harley is a little rusty. We're going to do a gaff and drop with it in 3 years too late. I'm trying to think who in the waffle would be a worthy candidate. Dave, who would Jordan Baker? Is he ready? Other than that, it's Bergiel. I suppose Marek, right? But um, is Marek more of a wingman? Like, do they trust him in that role? I don't know. I don't think Witherden really adds anything to this team. It's like a loose defender who doesn't really damage the opposition. Doesn't defend that well. Gives away free kicks and 50s. He's had some good games. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see it. Ooh, good goal. Bergiel won't be on the list. Yeah, in Bergiel's defense, and I know that he's apparently playing a little bit like without intensity, but his numbers have dropped in the waffle, and I do suspect that might be his role changed. He's gone on a wing, and no eagle at either level is winning possessions on the wing. So I think he's a little bit hamstrung there. But I'm not saying he's necessarily any good either. He's disappointing. They're not going to drop with it in a million years, are they? I'd be happy with Johnston. It sounds like he's playing a little more halfback in the waffle now. So maybe. I mean, I wouldn't complain if they dropped him, drop Witho for Johnston. He travelled with the team, Johnston, so he's close. Saw him at the airport on the Instagram. Oh, off with the spoil. Nearly didn't work out. Jai Kelly. Yeah, potentially. I don't know. I don't know who we're realistically going to drop though. I'm just skeptical. I think he might even be competing with Hutchinson. 55, but left in the half. I suppose you could drop Jermaine Jones, but Jones is again like they're not like for like, and I don't want to necessarily get slower for no reason. Oh, good, Rich. The Roo is killing us in this game. To be fair, I think 2 goals from free kicks. This up to 50 points if he kicks this. I'm just looking at a team. Rotherham and Witherden do not rate. Jermaine Jones probably not either. Jinby's technically listed on a half full playing. Another goal. Leia Jetta. I think he just stood out because he had a run and carry. I feel like he was better last year. Run at half forward. Yeah, forward and running through the midfield. I suppose like that is an option though. In terms of Witherden, like if we're talking about getting halfbacks in the team, then Ryan could go back in theory. It's just an option. Brockman plays that forward mid role. I don't know. And then Dewar could come back in. I wouldn't mind Dewar back in the team. Free kick. 47 seconds left in the half. The game's played out worse than I expected. Not by much, but worse. We did have a bit of a revival there. Or 2 goals this quarter. One on half. 2 goal there. Chester with a left-handed hand pass. Interesting. Worked out. Increase his next contract. Yeah. Probably increase his fantasy price by 100K too. Let's go to North merger. Don't be gross. Gold Coast beat North by 68 points in round 9. Just Shep, Jetta, and Hearn, yeah. Yeah, Hearn's decline, which was inevitable because he played till about 35, 36. But his decline definitely hurt us as a team. Half time, the football, Harley and Gorn fighting. Bit of a, not a melee, but a scuffle, splitting up Harley and Gorn. Good night from Argentina. Welcome. Good to have you. Speaking of, how's the Copa America going? Colombia, Panama 5-0. I just saw that. How good's Canada getting into the semi-final of Copa America? True soccer. Sorry. How many players are in the team now that will be in the next premiership? Yeah, in terms of this selected 22, it doesn't feel like a lot, does it? Off, yes. Duggan probably won't be around. Waterman is a chance. Jinby, yeah. In terms of age, yeah. Oscar, you'd like to think so. I really don't think we're going to win a premiership for the next 5 years, though. Harley, maybe Bailey Williams. He's probably in amber. I don't know. Chester, maybe Hutchinson. But yeah, if the point is about age, yeah, I might take it. Yeah, dimmer, exactly. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get my second coffee. Actually, it'll be 20 seconds. Any chance we win this? I do like the optimism. No, is the answer to that question. Absolutely no. No chance. We won't score 71. or 72. And you would have to keep Melbourne scoreless anyway. All right, I'm just going to go through some stats. Who's playing well for us? Kelly did have a better quarter. He's had 12 touches and 4 clearances. Still nothing outstanding. Duggan haven't really noticed. Hopper's probably pretty good. Witherden, 8 touches. Ooh, I've not noticed Tom Cole once. 8 touches. Yoey, 7 disposals. A little bit light. Definitely. Very light, actually. Harley, just the 7. Feels like Waterman's had a bigger impact than 6 touches and a goal. Oh my God, some of this is bleak. Hutchinson, just 1 disposal. Hutchinson has laid 7 tackles? Hutchinson has 1 disposal and 7 tackles. What? That's insane. Good for him. Probably just earned his spot in the team next week, just based on that alone. That's crazy. Hopefully we can get him to Northern's away. Come on, man. Oh, you mean Simo. I assumed you were talking about Harley Reid again. Yeah, it probably is the end, I'd say, Simo. End of the season. Chesser just the 5 touches. I think there's an argument to be made for dropping Chesser and bringing in Johnston. I think we're going to be losing too much out there. I don't know how many 5 possession games are good for his development at this stage. Get him back in the waffle. Not even as punishment. I like the kid. It's just not good for his development, surely. So we're minus 37 in disposals, 20 inside 50s to 30. That's kind of pretty standard for us, and it's not good. Clearance is 21-14. Contested ball minus 23. So we're getting pumped in contested ball. So we're getting beaten at the things that I would say we're good at, but relatively speaking, we're good at. So they're actually beating us in a very different way to how we lost last week. 31 tackles, 28 our way. Again, you'd expect that, given we've had a lot less of the ball. Yeah, we can't score. That's a good start, Big Tree. And I'm not being a smart ass. It's true. We just don't score much. But 71.5 is also very high. So I don't know if our defense is doing anything wrong. It feels like a lot of these goals that they're kicked, some of them free kicks. No, maybe the defense is to blame for that. But particularly in the first quarter, it felt like it was what was happening up the field that led to a goal more so than what was happening inside 50. Keep your grubby little mitts off Harley Reid, eh? Five goals from the defensive half. Okay, so that speaks to that. And then 6 goals from the forward half. Trent Rivers as well. I've noticed him a bit. Team defense is shite. Yeah. Need to fix that. Hey, buddy. Outworking is definitely true. Only 2 flags here. When West Coast fall, they really fall. They really do. Kind of worked out in the past, though. It's enabled us to rebuild quicker. I don't think we'll necessarily rebuild that quick, though. Do you ever remind Freo fans how many flags they won? Yeah, that's all we got at the moment. But thankfully, it's a fairly good argument. 57 marked to 44 as well. 8 tackles inside 50. I wonder how many of those are Hutch alone. Who else has gotten tackles for us? Yo's got 4. Who's well, clearances, not so much. Hunt just the 6 disposals, man. His output has really dropped. Thanks, Stewie, says Richard. Well said. I picked up on that. Thank you, sir. I have my personal assistant offering me Pringles on the side here. Thanks, buddy. Finals by 2026. Nah. In my head, like I was like, is that 4 years away? And I realized it's the season after next. I love the faith, but no. Well said, Big Tree. I definitely don't think we have a chance, but we can still like do heaps in the second half. Do West Coast fans even hate Frio? No, it's a little bit more disdain. They actually did that survey. Which club fans hate the most, and we were number one for Freo by some distance. Freo was either second or third for us. Collingwood was ours. $44 in the chat. Thanks, guys. Chuck a like on the stream if you don't mind. I know I'm relentlessly asking, but it's just good for the algorithm. Do you think the players have made for Timo? I mean, players should have plenty to play for outside of playing for the coach, right? That being said, like last year, we did have after we had a bad loss, we'd have a really good game. We're failing to see that over the last 6 weeks. And, form slumps are never just 1 week. So maybe it was just a form slump, but then you have the week that we did against, like after Hawthorn. And this has not been a great response other than 5 minutes in that second quarter. Forgot how much I had to free until Frederick did that. That backflip was a joke. Like, I sound so bitter. I know, but like that was stupid. Like we had 16 fit plays in that game. We really challenged Freo. They kick away late. We were already like Witherspoon favourites, and he does a backflip for a simple goal. If I were to be petty about Fremantle, hypothetically, I would say that sums up their mindset as a football club. But I'm not going to say that because I'm a balanced football commentator. No, I'm not too sour against Freo. I just thought that was dumb. They never play for the coach. Yeah, I mean, you think about how many players are playing for their careers, right? And their own individual ambition about where this needs to be. I think it's simplistic to say play for the coach. But then, on the other hand, you can say there are times where there's disconnect and disengagement. You only need to be off by a few percent. It's hard to know. Collingwood, the most popular team in the country, at the same time, the most hated. I don't know what the popularity issue is like there at the national level. Fremantle, Collingwood is as popular as anyone, you'd say. Technically, on membership numbers, I think West Coast were bigger for at least a couple of years there. I don't know what it was this year. And I feel like at times Richmond's gone ahead. Even the Crows might have gone ahead in membership numbers, but it's hard to quantify that. Why they're the most hated? Probably because they're the biggest brand, probably, and relatively successful, quite successful. And I think that's a little bit like Man United. It breeds this big dog sort of mindset or perception. Sorry. West Coast are bigger members wise. Yeah, we do have bigger members. Yeah, I think that's true. What would be hard to quantify though is like you probably don't have too many Victorians that support West Coast, but you probably have heaps of West Australians that go for Collingwood that are not members. So I don't know. It's also a culture thing. We're all taught to hate the Pies. That's the point. That's the point. Richard coming in hot. It's also why West Coast do get a fair amount of hate as well. I think because strong brand, the way I frame it anyway. That's true though. Like Fremantle do not get the same amount of hate West Coast do. It's a weird thing to say now when West Coast are a bit shite. I can't stand the Hawks and the Bombs. Yeah. I really disconnect from IHL teams. I really do. I find that there are teams and groups that I don't like, and then then the coach changes, and then all like heaps of players change, and I don't hate them anymore. So it's a little bit fluid, but also since I started True Footy, I just don't really like dwell on that too much. G'day, Jai. Like I used to hate Melbourne like 15 years ago, and then I was very happy when they won the flag. I hated Carlton in the Judd era, um, and I didn't like Richmond either. But I don't really care now, honestly. Who would you say has been more successful in the 21st century, Hawks or Eagles? Oh, I'd have to say Hawks. 100%. Yeah, they won 4 premierships, and we have 2 spoons. Hey, you love Shuey. That's nice. I don't know opposition fans that have ever expressed positive words for Luke Shuey, but he's my favourite ever Eagle. Never thought West Coast would sack Simo mid-season. If the G's maybe. Well, if we're talking about this game specifically, could he get sacked at the end of this game? It does feel very un-West Coast like, doesn't it? Like consider it's a different board and stuff, so and a different CEO. Things are different now. But I consider how badly 2013 ended, and Simba didn't get sacked, and that was horrific performances for a team that was considered a premiership contender as well. I hate supporter bases more than I hate clubs. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Didn't win any from 2016 to 2020. We won one. But you said 21st century, right? So anything from 2000 means that Hawthorn time is covered comfortably. We've got 2 flags and 2 wooden spoons. They won 4 flags and a three-peat. And no spoons, I would have thought. I don't think Hawthorn's won a spoon in the 21st century. Oh, this team is so farty. Oh boy. Oh, we're winning in 1%ers. And we're ahead in interchanges made. We've had 2 bounces and they've only had 1. That's interesting. 2016 to 2020 were the best years. I agree. We should just consider those. 2000? Ah, good. No, because they didn't. They didn't. They traded for that pick. So 2001. They traded for the Hodge pick. I don't know about 2000 specifically, but in 2001 they traded for Fremantle's pick, for pick 1. Yeah, Hawthorn bounced back. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I mean, to be fair, it has been a little while since they were genuinely good. 2018 they came top 4. So we have seen them out of finals for 19, 20, 21, 23, 5 years. Wow. It just feels quick, you know. Not sure if second Simo is the right decision. Hasn't he brought improvement? I mean, there should be an expectation on improvement with the injury list excuse for 2 years. He doesn't have that excuse now, and we are diabolical. I think Tigers would go all in on this draft. Absolutely. I think that will happen. So they stockpiled some academy points, and they'll get screwed over if the rules change specifically, like or change aggressively, which might happen. But they'll be able to trade with teams like Gold Coast and Brisbane and Adelaide probably, and Carlton, all of whom have academy or father sons early. So I think Richmond are going to cash in on that. Then there's Liam Baker leaving. Potentially Jack Graham. Obviously, there's been talk about Rioli. Yeah, they're going to go hard, and I think they'll be okay for it. But I don't think their list is in a good shape at all. But I think they can recover that ground quickly, and hoping as a West Coast fan, we also find ways to be aggressive. But I think for us, we might be looking more at some established players who are not too old, because otherwise we're just going to be dire for a long time. Baker will be what Stengline was for us. I hope so. Yeah, you're a Baker fan, Joe. I'd be a lot more excited about it if he was a free agent. I don't know how we're man, the last time we played Melbourne in Melbourne, Paul Roos was coach. That's crazy. I don't know how we're going to get a Baker deal done. I reckon we will. I'm just like, I think it's hard to predict how we're going to do it. This game is depressing. Yeah. Our last two wins at the G against Melbourne were 93 and 94 points. That's insane. Obviously, a very different Melbourne side back then. I've seen Colby McCoach's 5 bounce assists. Yeah, he's unreal, man. I'm a big fan. Like Mistral. That's a brand. How times have changed. Yeah. Opposite sides now. My God. Suppose I had to. All right, second half underway. Just about 50 in the chat. Welcome back to those who dipped out and came back. Chuck a like on the stream if you don't mind. Thank you. Harley gets a free. The ideal start. All back to Harley. Long bomb. Oh, Hutch flies. Oh, Brockman kept that in. Yes. Great goal. Good start. Does Allen have 3? Not even playing well. Well done, Eagles. That was a good goal. So many players deserve credit for their involvement in that chain, I reckon. Hutch did well to fly. Brockman kept it in. Harley and Allen, of course. The comeback is on. I need to get McKercher back in my team. I need to get Caldwell on my fantasy team as well. Who's my fantasy team in this game? I might only have Tholstrup, actually. Correct. I only have Tholstrup. Brockman does do some nifty little things. Can't throw that. Oh, well done. Harley with 3 possessions to start this term. Just a bit more spring in the step of the Eagles. I don't know if the spring in the step came before the goal or after, but much better to start this first minute. Hutchinson also impacted that contest. Oh, unlucky bounce. First half was painful, definitely. On Eagles. Get a few in a row. That'd be really nice. That's my analysis. Get a few goals in a row, boys. It'll cut the margin down, and that would be good. Yeah, I'd be keeping Brockman in as well. He's technically young. He's born in like no, that's right. That's not right. 2002 or 2003, one of those two. I think he's either Chessa's. I think he might be a year older than Chessa, which makes him 22. Oh, Jones. What happened to Harley? They were saying at the end of the other quarter. I'm not sure. Not sure. He started this quarter well, so he's obviously okay. Oh, they were. He was discussing with Dawn. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, Gov. He's going to win our club champion, or sorry, Worcester medal. If it was decided right now, McGovern will win comfortably. Oh, Oscar. Starting to be a factor here. Why would we trade Baker, Graham, and Rioli? I think that's a very fair call, Pat. I think that's a fair call. I don't think all three should go. Baker, I think, Graham, you tell me what you think of his importance to you. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be pushing him out the door necessarily. Alan Smith. Rioli, I have no idea how true that is, but would be part of getting some good draft picks. Maybe don't need to do that deal. Garver's got to be the AA back. I'm glad to hear a non-Eagles fan say because I think he is very close to being All-Australian key back. But I've kept that opinion a little bit quiet on True Footy. It just doesn't sound good coming from an Eagles. But I do think it would be a very worthy All-Australian this year. Outside of Waterman, probably been our best. Hold on. Oh, legged. Hold the ball. That's me saying hold the ball, not holding the ball. Baker's 1 foot out the door. Yeah, I do agree with that, Richard. Yeah, I wouldn't trade Bolton though. Be madness. West Coast off to pick 3, but even then, all by himself. Good start. That was the only reason we haven't lost by 100 points. Yeah, I agree with that. TB's also really lifted his game in the last 8 weeks. Bit of luck there. Would have been on his own. On a snake. Good start, Eagles. Keep this going. Don't let this be just like a 5-minute burst. Scoreline slightly less embarrassing. 39 goals for the Snake. As well, nearly dropped something. If he bags another 7, all right, well, get on it, Snake. Jake the Snake Gehrig. I like it. It's equal 4 in the Coleman. Hogan had a big game, didn't he? Did he have a big game? He last night. Yeah, I saw that, Dean. I was a little bit worried about him not playing. Kelly, well done. 2 demons. Go for it. Ooh. That was close to ball because he just kind of sat on the footy there. It would have been a harsh call, but he definitely did that on purpose. Wade Forwards kicked 70 goals this last season. You know what's bad? I don't know. My brain is not functioning, but I can't even remember who those are other than Kerno. Larky. Oh, and Tex. There we go. I presume Tex. I said that very confidently, but I'm pretty confident. Walker. Okay, there we go. Good start to the third term, Eagle. Keep going. Cripps. Oh, it's a hot putty, hot potato. Demons get out of trouble. Just, yeah. It's frustrating. I feel like Melbourne fumbled it all the way through that, and we still couldn't stop them. Oh, fuck. That is that is such a familiar sight, isn't it? Teams going end to end against us. I agree, Mitch. The energy level is definitely up. How do we find that? That's a great question. We have, yeah, it was literally at the top of the goal square 10 seconds ago. No, that's funny, Chris. Well, I'm flat with that. They get a goal against the play. That's right. Shake it off. Start again. Start the game again. One, the score back. Now, hopefully that doesn't take the wind out of our sails. That was frustrating. That was weird. Though. Like they looked unconvincing, and then bang, bang, goal. A lot of youth in this team, hey, Melbourne. I wonder how the age stacks up against ours. Oh, I didn't see Harley's shoulder. Frustrating. Didn't be. Well done. Well done. Oh, Chessa. Ah. Allen and Waterman. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Allen's 25. I think. Been good for a while. Still got high picks in. Yeah, that's true. But this system's obviously a little bit better than a lot better than ours, and that can make young players look a little bit better. Or conversely, a bad system makes your youngsters look worse than they are. Ooh, Turner nearly. That's stiff on holding the ball. I don't like that being holding the ball on Chesser. I feel like he barely controlled it. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Bonnie. Got a few North fans in the chat, or at least one. I'll leave it to he. Oh, Van Rooyen's killing us. He did drop it. I get that that's technically the rule, but like I feel like if you grab the ball, never control it, and then it fumbles out, I just don't like that being interpreted as holding the ball. I'm not saying he got it wrong. I just don't like that interpretation. He missed. Good. Only tip I've gotten right is GWS Carlton. Nice. I got two right. I got Fremantle right. Did you get Richmond, Bonnie? I got Fremantle right and I got North right. Maybe the same in our forward 50. Yeah, fair enough. Just updating the score there. 42 points the margin. Oh, Reed with a bit of a Toby Green. Except not dog. Yeah, Rue does have 4 goals. Waitman and Joe are out. Yeah. Yeah, I tipped that. I tipped the Bulldogs. I thought the Bulldogs would kill them, to be honest. Got that completely wrong. Port's form slump had to end at some point, though. A little like Melbourne. Oh, what a mark. Frustrating. I haven't seen the replay. Tip North only the second time this year. Well done. When was the other time you tipped them, Richard? I tipped North against West Coast. Goal. Oh, well done. At least Roland will be on footy card. Good mark. Oh, central kick from Gov. Oh, Melksham. Yeah, so Witherden claiming he got pushed. He did go flying. I don't know if it was a free kick, though. I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see it closely enough. Yeah, not great. I tipped North against Hawthorn. Yeah, yeah. I was like me. I actually tipped West Coast against Hawthorn just because I wanted to back the boys in. I didn't really think we were going to win. I hoped, but I thought it was a bit more realistic than some of the other games. In this man's eyes, yeah, not loving it. It's frustrating because we just like got really on top for 5 minutes there. £49 the margin. Come on, Eagles, don't drop. It drops off. It can get very ugly. Well done, Jimby. Kept his body in front of the ball there and allowed us to keep possession. That was Duggan on his opposite foot. He is very one-sided, as most lefties are. Garb, what good decision to take it over with it. And soy jack. Don't know what soy jack means. Is it the opposite of a Giga Chad? Fuck off, umpire. That could be the worst decision I've seen this season. I saw it coming because I saw the chat first. That is embarrassing. There were 3 Eagles right there. What the? How? How? It's almost funny how bad that decision is. There's 3 Eagles there. Grow up, umpire. That's just immature. Seriously, that is one of the worst calls I've seen this whole year. Bro. Absolute fuckwit. He pumps the ball 40 meters forward, 10 meters forward. Oh, Jones nearly. Yeah. That's shocking. Almost worked out, though, because we got the ball back. We might not have done it if it went to a bounce. Oh, turnover leads to Melbourne players. What was the free? So there's Liam Ryan. Oh, go on. Ryan's got an aerial ball and he punches it forward. There's 3 Eagles players waiting for it, but he's punched it and it's gone off off to the right and it's gone out of bounds, and the umpire called it deliberate. He punched it forward 15 metres. The worst free of the day. That's the worst free that I can remember in an Eagles game anyway. Yeah, this season. I reckon that is the number one. That was you're allowed to punch it out of bounds. Only in a marking contest, and it wasn't a marking contest. But either way, there were three Eagles players that he was clearly trying to get the ball to, and he just didn't quite hit it right. He was off balance, so he just like miscued off his hand. Um, it was just not deliberate at all. It's just the worst call ever. Matt Rosa deliberate in 2011. I think that is the right call though. 'Cause that was not a marking contest, and Rosa did try and get that out of bounds. So that was different. Lara Jane. Make women's activewear. Skill error, not intent. Yeah, it wasn't even that much of a skill error. Like it wasn't that bad. He was off balance. Like it would have been an amazing punch if he got it to the player. Oh, yeah, I got to update the score. Too busy ranting. Well, I'll always have round nine. Call me biased, but the holding the ball was there. I'm not too sure I agree. I'm not too aggrieved about it, but if even if it is technically there, I don't like that being holding the ball. I think we're starting to penalise for things that are not. Ryan, come on, falls over for no reason. We're penalising the wrong things. He gets the ball and tries to stand up and gets, but I don't like it. But you can't drag it in. Yeah, I agree, but like I think dragging it in. A better example of that is when like a player pulls it under him and willingly tries to force a stoppage. Whereas I would say that Rio wasn't trying to do that. He was trying to stand up and get rid of the ball. It was all pretty swift action. In the end, I'm not fussed because it didn't matter. We conceded another goal anyway. Oh, I wasn't Snake our only goal kickers. I didn't realize that. It makes sense. 3 and 2. Luke prefers more holding the balls than less. Story of my love life. Yeah, I don't agree, but I can see why. It opens up the game. But I think sometimes just broadly speaking, they're starting to penalise for things that are not wrong actions. Like for instance, Chester earlier in this game, like doesn't really control the ball. It slips out of his hands and it's considered dropping. I didn't like that. Thanks, Darth. Not good enough for them. It's not good enough. He basically let his opponent mark there and then put it a half. A limp wristed attempt at a spoil. He was in a great position to spoil. Didn't even worry him. That was bullshit. I haven't even really noticed the commentary too much because I haven't got it too loud so I can speak and yeah, it's tricky when live streaming. Oh, good, Graz is here. Missed. Yeah, Graz, maybe at the end of the season, Fremantle can make a DVD about the year they came third. and get like a commemorative jumper, third place. My sister just asked me if I'm okay because she's seen the score. Van Ryan's killing us. I hate football. Do, 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 do. What do I ask for at the barber? I say skin fade on the side, and I just say medium on top. They're um, Turkish, so I like I don't know the way you phrase it's a little bit different. I mean, their English is perfectly good, but if you just say like medium on top, they'll get it. I've had my hair cut by Arab men many times in my life, given where I've grown up. Um, but yeah, just medium on top, and sometimes I get a vastly different result every time. Yeah, I prefer the skin fade. It looks fresher and it's longer in between the haircuts. The D's have kept us in the oh, not in it, but yeah, the goal kicking's been average. Dark, yeah, the mullet, that mullet was so filthy. I like really committed to having a filthy mullet while I could. It was so gross, man. I show pictures of that to like new friends that I make here, and they're like, "That's you." They have a reunion every year in Crazy Week. That is funny. My stream skipped. I didn't see the play that got Darling the ball here, but I see that he's lining up. I watched the 2020. The mullet was not good. Maybe for a very brief moment in time, I had a fashionable kind of style one. Very briefly though, then I let it get disgusting. That's poor Darling. I'm so glad that Jack Darling is in this team and not Ryan Barrett. Because imagine the margin. We would have 1 point less. To be fair, I actually don't. I don't know if has Darling done well in the ruck. I don't really know. No, not really. Yes. It's been a horrible quarter of footy. We so it depends. Do you mean in general or from a Eagles perspective? From the Eagles perspective, this has been our best quarter, sort of. They've all been bad. Hey, darling, who will make the top eight quicker in the next few years? I don't think either side will make the finals in the next 2 years, and even three is a stretch. It depends though. Like it's hard to know. Like if North can recruit some mature players or the talent they have, then maybe. But top eight is tough. Like that's a big jump. Like Hawthorn is still nowhere near the top eight. Good goal done. Jake's limping, is he? Maybe sub him out. Uh, yeah, sorry, your question still stands. Who makes the finals earlier? So the answer is West Coast if let me finish the sentence. The answer is West Coast if it happens if they can fix the team while there's still some good veterans. If they don't get that opportunity and players start to drop off, then I think it will take us longer than North. But I still think it's a slow process for both teams. And I'm skeptical that West Coast can make finals anytime before some of these veterans leave. See, I see what you mean here. Yeah. I mean, at the moment, it feels like North are doing a lot better now at the moment, but 6 weeks ago it felt different, right? So it's hard to know. I mean, list management and trades do matter. That many players going in as well as going out. Well, that's true. North don't hold pick one currently. What's Hunt done today? He had a quiet first half. I noticed him do something good earlier, but he has just been down in general. 9 possessions. His output is not great. But again, like it's just true of any wingman at the moment. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think he had a good forward for Lucky. Lucky. Yeah, hard to know. Not sold on Jinbi. I think Jinbi will be a good player. That's it. I think he will be a good, reliable footballer. I think Hewitt is more talented, and so is obviously Harley Reid. Get up that score here. 49 points. What was it at half time? We win that quarter? I, or even? 22 each quarter. Very long bunny strip. Yeah, well, you didn't miss much. How could it have been 3:30 a.m. for this? Thoughts on Shannon Neal? I haven't really noticed him too closely. What's he up to? He looks decent. I'm not sure if that's from a recruitment point of view or just a general footy point of view. 12 goals in 7 games. Yeah, he was good, wasn't he? A couple of goals. Pretty big boy. 203 centimeters. 221. G'day, Niasha. Jimby has a higher floor. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I personally think Hewitt has a really high floor too. We'll see. He's definitely less proven, sort of. Maybe like a Chad Fletcher wingman. So I think he could be more like a Stengline, maybe. Probably also like for his build. Like Stengline was a pretty big guy. I think the media will come for Simba this week. I think it does depend how this last quarter goes. If we break even again, I don't think they'll come as hard. But if this blows out to like 75, then it will. Yeah, midfield just open ball. One quarter, so I can go to the gym. 50 less disposals. Not great. Walked around it for like an hour. Yeah. I disagree with you, Darthy. I think he will be an on baller. His tank is his weakness at the moment. I did notice like when he was injured early this year, he got big. He got to 92 kilos. And now he's down to 86, and I'm relieved. I don't think he should be spending as much time building size as much as building his tank because his size is fine. It's average. No, it's I think he doesn't need to be trying to become a bull at 21 or 20 years old. I'd build his tank first, like Shuey. Saints versus Swans. Probably going to look at a similar three-quarter time score. I don't know. I think that game will be closer than this one. Just win the quarter by 50 points. Do that. Half forward with burst. I think he'll. I don't know how long it will take him to get there, but I think he will be like more midfielder than forward. Personally, it's a hope. Can't wait to see Stuart plays in the. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. And he probably will be playing forward, I imagine. There's a Bunnings out on right now. Stengline was severely underrated. Yeah, important player for us. And we gave up a first round pick for him. Fascinating to see. Rotham keeps his spot on the side. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? What am I doing? I've forgotten what I was opening my phone for. I was looking at Rotham's stats. Where is he? 6 possessions. To be fair, that's the same as Brockman. It's actually more than Brockman. Hutchinson, 8 tackles, 2 possessions. That's all right. He's getting near the footy. I'm fine with 8 tackles. That's pretty good. Yeah, Dylan's is most on ground. There you go. Even Ryan on full game. But Brockman and Ryan are at least the forward half players. I feel like Rotham. I don't know. I'm still pissed off that Rotham missed that spoil. It just got completely missed, but it was weak. I would drop Rotham in a heartbeat. Like I said, it ain't all bad. We could be the Saints right now. Yeah, well, the Saints right now, given their list position, is probably like West Coast 2021, but not bad. West Coast 2021 fell off way harder. But compare it in terms of mature team not doing anything. We were a mature team that got diabolical. It's so harsh. I would drop him. I thought initially Rotherham would play second ruck. He'd probably be a better second ruck option than some of the other players we've tried. How many players do you think will be gone by year's end? 10 changes. Yeah, I reckon more like 8, maybe. I've talked myself into this idea we might pay out Jack Darling, get him to 300, and then pay him out. We also just don't quite have that many picks. So it depends how many free agents we can brainwash into coming to West Coast. Brockman being subbed. Is he injured? Because I don't know if that's tactically the right decision. Tactical sub for Brockman. Well, he hasn't been the worst on ground, but he hasn't really done anything either. So still, small forward for a tall. Why? Why pick Jack Williams as a sub? Are you joking? I do like Jack Williams, but it's the decision making of the selection that I just don't get that. On balance, I think our selection has been okay this year. There's not too many weeks where I've been like, what the hell? This week I wasn't impressed. And that includes the sub decision. Darling or Rodham sub. Agreed. I can see why they don't sub with it in for him, but Waterman is also a shout. I suppose if Waterman's fit, then just let it play. I don't understand why you'd have a forward ruck as a sub. Ugh. Yeah. Whilst not taking a forward ruck off the field. More tools. Unlimited height. G'day, Brady. Oh, Yo, very slow there. That's another damaging turnover. Hold on, Doug. Get there. Fritch, just a little quicker for him. Here we go. Certain goal coming up. Right. Waterman would be handy at Geelong. Oh, would he? Yeah, right. Jeremy Cameron would be handy at West Coast too, but still no trade because Cameron's 30. Ryan Marrick should be out there 100%. 100%. Spoon race is heating up. Yeah, it's a 3-horse race. Welcome, Richmond, to the spoon conversation. It's been getting lonely down here. It's just been me and Hee. Yeah. Ugh. Being 200 centimeters is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. That's terrible. Uh, don't count St Kilda out. Nah, St Kilda are very safe for the spoon. Can I speak German? I cannot. Oh, Crips. Not even close. Come join the dark side, Richmond. Yeah, we've already got Jar Jar. We'll have to play Sydney and Carlton next 2 weeks. Interesting. Oh, Harley is Anakin. Yeah, I hope it has a happy ending. Too old to begin the trading. Yeah, definitely. I was trying to think of Geelong players that I could steal, but they're all kind of old, respectfully. Mind you, you got Max Holmes and Tanner Bruin, and the Ollie Dempsey kid looks good. I've been watching your around with great interest. Oh, you know the stream's going poorly when I'm engaging in this. Or the game, I mean, not the stream. Ugh, Duggan, another blind kid. I think Duggan does a lot right, but yeah, he sticks up like dog's balls sometimes for his mistakes. Long as he is. Yeah. There's always a bigger fish. Oh, that's a good reference. That is a good reference. I haven't used that one. Melbourne's really starting to blast us into oblivion. Who's been watching The Acolyte? Just as an aside, we will continue talking about the game, but I thought, my injury curse is back. Did something happen? Oh, fuck. Oh, good. Witherden survived. Master Witherden, you've survived. Surprise. You know, I could blame being delirious at the time, but that is my sense of humor. I find that hilarious. John is definitely Palpatine. Yeah, good point, Rogie. So, The Acolyte, I started watching this Charlie Hopkinson guy. He does deep fakes of Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon reacting to Star Wars. So I started watching the reaction to The Acolyte, and I started to get into the story. I know I'm aware of all the criticisms of it. And then I watched episode 6 last night. And I was like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe it's just my expectation. 15 minutes to go. Kelly. Yes, hey, Alan is definitely finding some form. Critical Drinker. Not heard of Critical Drinker. Is it Star Wars? He headbutt a lightsaber. That did happen, didn't it? Yeah. So I've only watched one episode properly. The others have been a clipped up reaction. Lightsaber. Nice. About time I updated the score. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I might have to check out the critical drinker then. I do find the actor who plays the handsome Asian Sith man, um, he's in a good place. I think he's actually pretty good in this show, to be fair. Like I find his character interesting at least. Like giving credit where it's due. Not, I haven't watched the show like in its entirety. Gone subbed. This might help us in the ruck a little bit, or at least a set of outs. Ryan with the clearance. Oh, that was very close. Hutch with a bit of space. No, gets. Oh, is Alan hurt? No, it's all right. We have the chance to rescue the margin a little bit here with Max going out, in all seriousness. If we can win the ball out of the center more effectively, I mean, we've already started. Look, let's put it like this. Alan did nearly come. Yeah. PT commentating the Pride game. What could go wrong? Keep your grubby little hands off Alan. But seriously, big upturn in his form today, Alan. He's looking a lot more confident. Some good marks, really good marks. I'd say that's actually his best feature. Alan in the rooms. Oh, good. He did stay down when he got tackled there. So just to be clear, how many injury concerns do we have? So we have Hoff and Allen with ankles. Okay. Oh well, at least they're not important players. It's a total in the hallway. Kelly inside 50. No one there. Flynn, no, that's a good point. Ali, too much. No, I followed it up with a tackle. Not bad. Garb, he is hot. Come take my right knee. What does that mean? Duggan. To the top of the square. Duggan downfield. Your KO seems to be on a further delay. That's strange. Bit of a limp from Ryan. Hopefully he's all right. Man, all right. So I think that levels the score this quarter. I think we're 49 down at three-quarter time. I don't even remember. 8 tips correct. Are you joking? Everything's proceeding as I have foreseen. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man, Star Wars just I don't know. It's not funny when you watch it, but if somebody quotes it, hilarious. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. I'm the same as you, Max. Third. Very correct tip. I'm trying to think of it. Reflect the shield pun. Harley, nice. Oh, double-handed bounce. Downfield as well. Well done. Wow, that's impressive, Rogie. Oh, I'm afraid the Collingwood Football Club will be quite operational when your friends arrive. Sucked. Bad delivery. Decent joke, bad delivery. Always think of like new viewers who discover the live streams and never heard of the footy before, just like come in and I say shit like that. Like, what the hell is this? I'm talking. Nothing can go through the shield. They're no match for the Harley Reid. It'd be the Abe Simpson meme. Yeah, the great use. Yes. The Abe Simpson meme is very applicable here. It's a bit of field, bit of territory for the Eagles. It's been mostly front half in this quarter. I wish I'd said when we had the second ankle injury, this is getting out of hand. No, there are two of them. I noticed they changed the accents on those guys. What happened to Cozzy? I actually don't know. I didn't see anything happen to Cozzy. Sorry, we're having very serious chats here. Notice actually Windsor has the most possessions on the ground. That's pretty good. 102 in fantasy. Traded him out ages ago. It is not. It is not giving me a focus at the moment. Come on, Eagles. Oliver is done in fantasy. Yeah, true. We are playing them without Petrarca and obviously Brayshaw as well. And at the moment, without Gorn, hopefully we can rescue the score a little. Are we all even in the second half? That's something to be taken from it so far. We'll discuss that again at the end of the game. What is 49 could become 75 in the last 5 minutes, knowing us. And no match for Simo Ball. Yeah, the 4XL. That was bizarre. Oh, what was the explanation for that? I feel like I saw some explanation. Either way, it looks stupid. You just give him a polo. You wouldn't give him a jumper. At least I wouldn't have. Oh, who gave power? Is it possible to learn this power? Not from the Eagles. Saints are up 8-0. Oh, yes, Jack Williams, well done. Well, if Allen's hurt his ankle, is he not back on the field yet? I don't think he is. But yeah, keep Jack Williams in the team. Geelong to Harley, yeah. Not from the Eagles. Tell you who is good at Star Wars memes, it's Busher. It's missed. Oscar is out there. Okay, thanks. I am the Players Association. It ties in perfectly because of Dangerfield. It really works. It's treason then. Give me 2 secs. 8 minutes to go. I'm going to retrieve something from my room. 1 second. I will make it legal. I don't know if the sting's just been taken out of the game, but since Gorn's gone off, we've definitely been able to be more competitive or even dominate the field territory. And we're actually up 1 point since halftime. Hoff is out there. Great news. Okay. Good news. I think the stream is a little bit ahead of me. The chat, I mean. Oh. Wow. Witherden reminds me of, is it Kit Fisto or something like that? When they go to arrest Palpatine, you just get slaughtered in a second without even raising his hands. Kit Fisto? Passion fingers. I need to see it again to determine whose fault that was. Out of Witherden and Jones. It was probably both of them. He got done so dirty. Yeah, he just like didn't even raise his hand. Anyway, felt like us against Hawthorn last week. Yeah, Palpatine even had time to like pull back and snarl. Ugh. 49 points to margin. I'm just never actually watched much of Clone Wars. Every now and then, it felt like there was like a lot of good episodes, and then a lot of nothing episodes that were just missions. Yeah. And he's got the most CGI face during those battle scenes as well. Tackle Jones. George deleted it for pacing reasons. What did you delete? Five minutes to go. It would be nice to win the half, which means we're all even at the moment. So if we can hang on and say we won the second half, I mean, that's something. I don't think they're having fun, you cat. They're not having fun. Join us. We're making scores, jokes. Comment before that. Hang on. Oh, I see. Okay, there you go. 44 can tackle well. Yeah, what has he got? 9 tackles at least. All right. Yeah, 9 tackles, most on the field. Well done. Goal to the Demons. Well, this did look like it was going to get uglier at one. Mind you, it is not over. A lot can happen in 4.5 minutes from an Eagles point of view. But this is more or less what we expected, right? Good pressure player. Yeah, I think I was a little bit concerned what we do post Cripps. And I know Cripps isn't necessarily setting the world on fire, but like a good defensive forward was something we needed. So that's good. I don't think this is Simo's last game here. That doesn't mean he's not done at the end of the year, but I don't think this result would warrant it. I think he's going to have at least the end of the year, unless there's a really bad performance. We do have the Brisbane Lions next week. Horrible time to play them. Mind you, it's been a horrible time to play Brisbane for a few months now. So yeah, no, we won't win the second half. Good username to live stream topic relevance there, Fight Your Demon. And all still get our mark. Yeah, that's true. I think that's more about like around the ground uncontested ball, which to be honest, I don't think we're getting slaughtered at, or at least we weren't. Kelly's been better than last week, but still probably should have had more impact over the course of the game. Ryan's probably been better since I called him out. Alan, what's my contested stats? We're even in inside 50s. That's crazy. Melbourne are bottom four for inside 50 differential. They have beaten us in both uncontested and contested ball. Is this Alan's fifth if he kicks it? Is he 6 goals 11 for the year, Darth? Kicking radar has been off. For since it's been back, pretty much. 2 minutes 46. Comeback is on. Heat is on. So Ben Roy in the kick 4-4, Allen 4-3, Waterman 2-1. Two minutes to go. If there are any Palpatine references that you can think of, I'd love to hear them. Ideally relevant. Where's the Swans game? Is it in Sydney? I presume it is because Sydney's playing in Melbourne, as did the North. So I presume it's the SCG. He was 2 goals 9 coming in. I didn't know that. He's had a pretty good day, Alan. He's shanked 2, I reckon. I don't think the North Sydney game will get too bad. I don't think Sydney are in great form. I'm not going to tip North, but rise, my friend. We must move quickly. Demons are relentless. I really hope there's no girls that I know that find my live stream. Jesus. Yeah. Jinby pulls the kick. Bit of a flower bag, but it'll hit the target. Jinby. Oh, just the ankles of Waterman. Oh, too slow and cumbersome. What are your thoughts on Darling? I would drop him. I don't think he's been horrific. I feel like there's other players that are worse, but I just don't see what he's adding to this team at 32 years old when you have Jack Williams starting as sub and Marek in the waffle. Marek should probably be in for Chester, I'd say. Darling to have a Palpatine level comeback, what where we're like somehow Darling returned. We won hitouts and clearances. Surely those hitouts happened all after Gordon left. Surely. And even 10 goals if he kicks it, and he has flower bagged that. So that is the final score, 112 to 58, as you see on the screen. Kelly Yo Duggan are top disposals with 23, 21, and 20. Yikes. Pretty standard, though, this season. Yeah. A bit of a nothing game, like not a whole heap of positives, frustrating. Like every other game. 52 points, that's a pretty good guess. I said anywhere between 35 and 70. What did I say? I think I said 10 goals at the start of the game. Can't remember. Harley 16 touches, 7 tackles. That's not bad. He was all right. He was all right. There's only so much one 19-year-old can do with this team. I thought Melbourne brought a pretty good energy. Inside 50 count is positive, but again, Melbourne routinely are not good at inside 50 differentials. So. I haven't decided yet. My mate he lives in London, but he's actually from Perth. You might know Dylan if you no idea if you remember Dylan from 2021 live streams, but he's up in Manchester, so we might go out Saturday night. In which case, I won't do a stream Sunday morning. But I don't know 100% if he's coming up, so we'll see. We'll see. Hutchinson had a decent game. Yeah, let's quick go through the stats before we wind up the stream. Thank you for being here, guys. If you could chuck a like, great. 11 touches and 6 marks. Yeah, he wasn't too bad, I suppose. My thoughts on Darling aren't really always just like about punishing him. It's just why is he in the team? Is Melksham from the oldest guy on the list? Surely Dawn's older. I feel like Melksham was a draft after. Thanks, he. Appreciate you being here, mate. Hopefully, we might be able to do one next week. We'll see. Ashley says it's hard to watch. Yeah, I agree with that. 8 touches, 10 tackles, 75% effective. That's good. I mean, for all the criticism about selection and stuff, which is justified, we took a punt on Hutchinson and he played well. Melksham is 32. Yeah. Yeah, Gorn should be 33. It's definitely getting monotonous, though. It is definitely getting monotonous, Stephen says. I mean, monotony is probably something you'd expect with a team like this, but it is shitty. Do we definitely see Hoff back on? We definitely did, right? We went to school with McVee. Do you have McVee from Geraldton? Or am I mixing him up with somebody else? I think he's from Jarrow. Hoff played on. Thank you, Mitch. Oh boy, we got a tough game next week too. Doesn't get much easier. Who do we have after that? The Brisbane Lions next week. Is it the Saints or something? Yeah, Saints at Marvel. I mean, in current form, we should be in current form. We should not expect anything. But that's probably the next half winnable one. We'll see. Mind you, what are the Saints up right now? They're still winning. 14-7. Early days. All right, guys. Well, I might wind up there. I've got to do the come down today, the football come down, that is. And then I'll do an Eagles review as well. Figure out what to say. I still think Sydney are the flag favourite. Jai, before we go. I'll flick on the Sydney St Kilda game. I have to watch that before I do the footy come down anyway. So, but thank you guys. This was good fun. It was actually one of the more fun streams, I reckon. And they're always pretty good. So, thank you for being here. I'm sure you'll keep an eye out for my Eagles review. I'll do the football come down later today. And for now, I will say thank you for being here. It was good fun. May the force be with you all. Catch you guys.